So imagine this, you made money with FTX and you have to give it back because they ripped people off. Imagine that you used their service and had to help them get out of hot water. Do me a favor, everybody watching this video, just hit the like button. It's free, it takes a second, it helps the video circulate, and it rewards the channel. Just think of it as a thank you. I'd really appreciate it. Just tap the like. So companies and investors may need to return billions in funds paid by FTX. Imagine that crypto turns into something where even an exchange like TRX's exchange has to, well, take money back from people because some regulator decided something. Okay. So companies and investors may need to return billions in funds paid by FTX. Here it is. I'm pretty sure you can see it. So let's talk about this. I don't think it's right. I don't think it makes sense. Tell me what you think. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. The collapse of FTX Group may not yet be finished with its contagious spread, as the clawback provisions could force businesses and investors to return billions of dollars paid in the months leading up to the crypto exchange's collapse. An insolvency attorney, that's what they had to say about this. So, in short, a clawback refers to money paid out that is required to be returned due to the special circumstances or events, such as an insolvent company that needs to recover funds paid within 90 days before closing, well, filing, not closing, Chapter 11. If the creditor is an insider, the 90-day period is extended to 1 year. As a result, creditors could seek a clawback. I know this isn't going the way I started off the video, but it will. Just be patient, you'll understand. As a result, creditors could seek a clawback on transfers made by FTX to external parties, including the $2.1 billion paid by FTX to Binance when Binance exited its Series A investment in FTX. So CZ, Binance's CEO, recently dismissed the concerns regarding the money in an interview with CNBC, saying Binance's lawyers should handle it. So in the event of a clawback to recover the funds for the creditors, the bankruptcy court could require the return of the crypto assets or the money equal to the value of the crypto transferred, explained the bankruptcy attorney Mark Pfeiffer, who is a member of the blockchain and crypto assets practice group at law firm Buchanan, Ingersoll, and Rooney. Buchanan, Ingersoll, and Rooney, yeah. So if the court decides to require the defendant to pay the value, it's not clear whether the amount will be the value at, noted Pfeiffer. As a result, the court could have to determine the asset's value considering when the transfer occurs, or when the bankruptcy or a lawsuit was filed, or when a judgment is entered, according to the insolvency lawyer. So many other businesses could be required to return money as the bankruptcy proceeding progresses, including Silvergate Bank. I know nobody has any remorse for banks having to return money, but again, I'm coming to it. And a lawsuit filed December by FTX customers claims the bank aided the defunct cryptocurrency exchange in fraudulent activities through improper transfers of funds. There are three main types of clawback. So Pfeiffer explained to the Cointelegraph, the first preference under Section 547 of the Bankruptcy Code allows the debtor or a trustee to avoid any transfer of property made to a creditor within 90 days before the bankruptcy while it was insolvent. There are several defenses to a preference claim. The most common is if the transfer was made in the ordinary course of business. However, there is a question of whether a de facto run on the bank would be within the ordinary course. The second type under Section 548 of the Bankruptcy Code is a fraudulent transfer of property made while the debtor was insolvent with the actual intent to defraud the creditors. Also under Section 548, the final type of fraudulent transfer is a transfer of property made while the debtor was insolvent and for which the debtor received less than reasonably equivalent value. So FTX's bankruptcy FTX's bankruptcy case may not be different from other bankruptcy cases involving fraud and mismanagement, but it may set precedents for how crypto assets are handled in bankruptcy courts. While regulators and other courts may not follow bankruptcy court rules, similar questions will likely arise. It is a currency, a security, a commodity, or something else. This issue will appear outside of the bankruptcy and securities regulation. So imagine that the powers that be get so fed up with all the dirt in the industry that they decide to say, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Right or wrong, good or bad, up or down. We want to make sure that anyone we consider anyone we consider to be a victim, we're going to do something completely off the wall. We are going to start making it so that traders, people that use these crypto platforms that we think are unregulated, people that use the service, if something goes wrong with that service, we're going to claw back money on them too. So any trades that they made, any money that they invested, any gains that they made, we're going to decide now that we're going to take 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, or 100% of their gains to make it so that nobody wants to use these crypto exchanges that are unregulated, because what's the point, right? If you're going to go out there and trade with your good hard-earned money and then do it for free and give all the money back if things go south, imagine they did this with Poloniex, with TRX, Tron TRX, if there was any issues, or any exchange, Binance, you name it. So a lot of the time in new industries, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, I'm just saying, listen, stranger things have happened. And when the authorities get fed up enough, you'd be surprised at how creative they could get when it comes to saving them time and them not having to be in the office on a Saturday or a Sunday, trying to pull together or piece together new legislation to make things easier and figure out all the hidden trapdoors, just like FTX and Alameda, which by the way, and I think I'll do this on the next video, there's an article today that says something to the effect of that Alameda was having troubles before all this started. So in my last video where I talk about entrepreneurs being punch drunk when they have good success and being in a position where, you know, they think they can do no wrong and they get more emboldened, more brazen, more bold because they've had good success. Well, maybe this isn't the case with Sam, but maybe it is, because it seems that Alameda had troubles beforehand. I think I'll make that the next video that I'm going to put up on here. But maybe he did have success even before Alameda. I don't know. I haven't researched him enough. But I will say that in most cases, it does happen. Like I said in the previous video, entrepreneurs do get emboldened. And speaking of this, if you want to learn how to generate income online without crypto, go to the About section and send a business email to my business inquiry email address. See you on the next one.